I tell you, I start checking out some of these new groups, and my YouTube recommended just throws these groups at me that I've never heard of. We've got Boy Story Alpha MV. I don't even know, is Boy Story the name of the song or the group? Probably the group. And then Alpha would be the name of the song. Then we have X1 Flash. I've not heard of any of these groups, guys. YouTube just like throws them at me. It's like, oh, you want to explore new groups? Go for it. We got Rise. I'm sick and I can't sleep. It's the middle of the night and I want to check out some new groups. So I am pulling up the K-pop form and seeing what I can find. Okay. We're going to check out Pentagon because I've seen someone recommend 5 songs here. Potentially 5 songs, maybe more, recommended for a group called Pentagon. And when I was on TikTok earlier, I watched a TikTok about like shortest K-pop idols. And Pentagon, there was a member of Pentagon that was on it. And there was like 10 seconds of one of their songs playing in the background. And I looked it up and it's called Feelin Like. And I noted it down to look into at some point because it sounded like it could be good. So to see that I've had a bunch of recommendations for them, as well as having one that I wanted to check out myself, I think that that's pretty good to go with. So let me pull up the recommendation because there's a lot of text here. So the person who made the recommendation has said, Pentagon are a 9-member, formerly 10-member boy group from Cube Entertainment. And they have a lot of variety, but particularly excel with fun production, rock and EDM influences, and amazing vocals. They are the younger brother group to B2B, who you checked out on Killing Voice. The company seems to build groups with great vocals and skilled producers at the core. 6 out of 9 members of Pentagon left their company when their contracts expired last year. All B2B also left, which is horrible timing for Cube, but they kind of deserve to lose their artists. Most of Pentagon have expressed a desire to continue working together. So are they not an active group right now? To me, the group is kind of in that weird limbo of being highly respected by peers and K-pop fans, but not quite getting the results it feels like they should have. They're well known, but it didn't convert solidly to popularity or sales. They're not unsuccessful, but I think a lot of people were hoping for more for them. My favourite Pentagon songs are their angsty or emotional ones. I think Pentagon's slower or darker songs tend to have more impressive vocal showcases. That is often the case. A lot of the slower songs and darker songs for groups do tend to showcase vocals more than some of their kind of catchy pop songs, but I still tend to prefer the catchy pop songs. I'm throwing it out there. If you take like one of my favorite voices in K-pop is Jongho from 80s, and he has some amazing songs. If you think about their most recent comeback, his song Everything, it is an amazing showcase of his vocals, but it's still too slow for me to listen to all the time. So although I can appreciate like this is where, you know, the vocal strength is really being showcased, in order for me to like love it and play it on repeat, it's gonna have to be one of the catchy, faster paced songs. But it's still something I can look into. Um, they also have a lot of fun with their music. I'm recommending a variety of songs, but mostly their brighter ones since you seem to enjoy them more. Oh, thanks. I just said that. I'm listing a lot, but feel free to pick and choose whatever piques your interest. So it does seem like they're all for Pentagon. So the top recommendations, which are in release order. Wow, you've really like put a lot of effort into this. Thank you. So we've got Shine, Naughty Boy, Shalala, Daisy, and Do or Not, and there's a little bit of an explanation under each one and a link. Oh, I love recommendations like this. You're actually the best. And then under the line, there's some more songs to check out at some point. We've got Humph, Like This, Dr. BB, Baby, ba- Basquiat, and 360 Fresh by Triple H. Wow, those are some interesting song names. We're definitely not gonna have time to get to all of them. And then the other one that I saw that I wanted to check out is called Feelin Like. So that's one that we can check out. Now, do I have any other Pentagon recommendations before I get started? Can you feel it? Nope. Can You Feel It is another one that someone else has recommended. So this is another person that split it into darker stuff and brighter stuff. So they really do seem to have two different vibes, like a day or night kind of vibe. It's really interesting. A lot of these are from younger or less popular groups. I really want this year to really focus on looking. I don't mind looking into like these bigger groups, of course I will, but I really like when I see like TikToks of these new groups or groups that aren't so well known. They might, you know, have debuted in 2020 or 2021, but they, you know, it's kind of they've not had their big break yet. And I'm watching TikToks of like these new groups and they're out on the street trying to get people to come to their first concert and stuff. And it's just like, and you just see the people like walk away from them, and I'm just like, if that was me, I would be like, yes, give me a ticket, give me two, I'll drag someone along with me. Like I really want to support new groups and groups that maybe haven't had the love that they deserve. Like I said, even if they're not brand new, like Treasure, for example, groups where the fans say, like, I feel like they don't get the love they deserve. I really want to like look into more groups like that and kind of really help to support those groups. Because at the end of the day, like, you can just tell that they're trying, right? They're putting themselves out there, they're working damn hard, they're doing something that I couldn't do, and you know they just want to make music and make people happy, and like that's such a good thing to put out in the world. And you know these groups work so damn hard, so even if their music isn't my style, I can still really respect and admire what they're doing. Okay, so the one by Pentagon is called Made in Heaven. This is definitely the most recommendations I've had for a group in a while. Normally, once I bring together all the recommendations, I do have about 5 songs, and that does make a video. That makes one of my length videos. This is, you know, quite a lot of different songs. So let's look into them first. We did get a lot of information from the person with the first recommendation, but I'm nothing if not a person of habit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Didn't miscount. There's 8 people in this picture. They've missed someone out. Band debuted in 2016, so not a new group then. And then yeah, literally like 2, 3 months ago. Well, about 4 months ago now. 6 of them did not renew their contracts, but the group has not disbanded. How does that work? Because was it Got7? What was the group where the person like studied law in order to like get control of the group from the company and not have to disband when they left the company? And that really impressed me. It might be Got7, it might be a different group, but unless you do like study law and like make a case for it, how do they plan to stay as a group and keep the group name and the songs and stuff if they're not under the company anymore? You would have thought the company would own all the rights to everything, no? Do we know? Oh, or is it like the person says where they're kind of in limbo at the moment and no one knows what's going to happen? I wonder why 6 of them didn't renew it and the others did. Because that's a hefty chunk of people that were like, no, I don't want to renew my contract with this company, which would make you think they're really not happy with the company. And the person who made the recommendation did say something like, Cube deserved to lose their artists. So maybe it's like a mistreatment thing, I don't know, but it does imply that 3 of them were happy enough to renew their contract. So you would have thought there would be more consistency. I don't know. Who knows? I don't like to get too much into messy stuff, so let's not worry too much about it. The important thing is it says that at least for the moment the group has not disbanded. So we've got this person, the leader. He can play the piano. Used to be a JYP trainee. Interesting. Said that if he was a girl, he would date Year One. Is that someone else in the group? Yeah. That's great. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, man. You don't have to be a girl. Him and Dawn formed a subunit with their label mate Huna, or Triple H. A lot of information about stuff that he's composed and helping writing songs for the group. He wrote many of their songs. In 2018, Cube confirmed that he was dating G-Idol's Sujin, but they've broken up. He enlisted in the military in 2021 and was discharged at the end of 2022. How old are you? 93. Damn, he's only 3 years younger than me. Hell yeah. I like to see it. Then we have Jinho. Two younger sisters, can play the piano and the guitar. He can speak Chinese. He is known as cutest tiny hyung. Oh. Trained for 8 years. Likes pink sweaters. Tell me we get to see you in a pink sweater in one of these music videos. He's really good at high notes. Am I going to be able to pick you out just because of the high notes? He can mimic brass sounds. Very weirdly specific talent. He's really good at rapping, but doesn't rap for the group. Yeah, I can rap. I ain't gonna, though. Fuck you. Enlisted in 2020, discharged in 2021. AT says the same thing, right? Where they have the oldest, and then the second oldest is the leader. And they say, like, the leader needs someone that they can rely on. So Hongjun has Songhwa, who's older than him, to rely on. Maybe that's like that with these guys. Like, he's the oldest, so that our leader dude right here has someone to lean on, kind of thing. Then we have Hongsuk. Wow, you've moved around a lot. He lived in San Diego, Wisconsin, Singapore, China, living outside of Korea for a total of 11 years. He's an older brother. He can speak Korean, Chinese, and English, which checks out considering where he's lived. He likes to read books and study languages. He was formerly with YG Entertainment. Interesting. He enlisted in 2022. He was discharged in 2022 after about 6 months because of worsening symptoms of depression and panic disorder. He is one of the people that terminated his contract, but he's still a Pentagon member. Then we have Shinwon. Look at this picture. Shinwon is afraid of animals. We've had this before, no? Who did we have before it said they're afraid of animals? Because I remember saying it doesn't specify the animal. So this would imply he's scared of literally every animal in the world. Cats, dogs, gerbils, hamsters, rats, birds, giraffes, guinea pigs. Any animal you can think of, he's afraid of them. How can you how is this possible? Because they're all so different. He says that even if he looks like a player, he's actually the romantic type. One of his hobbies is lying down. Me too, man. Me too. He has a habit of biting his nails. Me too. He's real relatable all of a sudden. He's friends with TXT's Yunjin. I feel like everyone's friends with Yunjin. They've known each other for a long time. He enlisted in his military service approximately 5 weeks ago? 6 weeks ago? December 21st, 2023. So he literally just went. That's the thing with this kind of age group. I love to see it. I love to see artists that are closer to my age. They don't have to have been like active for ages. It can be a newer group, but I love to see these older artists. But the only issue with that is once you start getting around this age, you then get military service getting in the way a little bit of activities. And we have this person, Yuwon. He's a good swimmer. His favourite colour is blue. They've put blue in a box, which is very interesting. Yuwon can mimic a wooden percussion sound. He held his first fan meet in November just gone, and tickets were sold out within minutes. He is one of the people that left Cube Entertainment in October just gone after his contract expired. And then we have this person is Yanan. His parents met in Japan, so he was born in Hokkaido, Japan. But shortly after, his family moved to Shanghai from the People's Republic of China. He is an only child. Due to his good looks, he is said to be a lady killer. One of these facts just says he's kind of random, and they haven't really expanded on that. Like, sometimes these facts feel like they're written by, like, someone who doesn't know the groups very well, or by someone who's maybe quite young. I don't know. It's not a very useful fact. Like, what do you mean by that? He's afraid of amusement park rides. He is friends with Jun from 17. Hell yeah. In 2018, it was announced that he would go on hiatus due to his health. He returned in 2020. He is currently on hiatus due to family matters since 2022, and he was one of the people in October who left after, or they did not renew the contract after it expired. Yuto sounds like a Japanese name. He is from Japan. He has an older brother and an older sister. He can speak Japanese and Korean. He is called Takoyaki Prince by Pentagon members. He's a former JYP trainee. He is friends with On and Off's Yuto. They're both Japanese and former JYP trainees. He is a former baseball player. He practiced baseball for 6 years. He has a deep voice. He has said that he doesn't have aegyo. He is afraid of the dark. He likes black clothes. He likes watching anime. Can't eat spicy food and loves mayonnaise. He left in October after his contract expired, but is still a Pentagon member. In October 26th, so 2 weeks later, he signed with Rink Entertainment. So he has signed on with a new company. How does this work? Someone explain to me how they plan to make this work. Do we know? Or is everyone kind of just waiting to find out? Because I would have thought that Cube Entertainment would own the Pentagon name and group and the songs, right? Now he's now signed with a different company, but he's still going to be a Pentagon member? So this new company, why would they sign with him? Like, as a company, why would they take him on if he's going to continue being in the other group? Like, do they plan for him to be a solo artist as well? Or do they plan to put him in like a second group? What are their plans? How does this work? Because I think part of it is me not understanding how signing with a company works. And what the point of that is. Like, what does he get from joining this new company if he still plans to be a Pentagon member? I don't know how all of that works, but he's signed with a different group now, a different company, and it didn't say that the others had signed with this company, so it's potentially these people that didn't renew their contracts. You're going to have 3 people that did, and then you're going to have 6 people that are all signing with like different companies, because they're not all going to this Rink Entertainment company. So how does that work? You're going to have like 9 people from multiple companies, but they're all in a group together using a name that's part of Cube Entertainment? Or maybe they do have rights to the group and the songs? I don't know. Somebody educate me. Well, it does say he made his solo debut in December. So I guess he signed with this company, and then a couple of months later, he started a solo career as well. He started his own genderless fashion and accessory line. That is cool. Okay, then we have Kino. He can speak Korean, Japanese, and English. There's a lot of multilingual people in this group. He's a dance machine. Helped with some of their choreography for some of their songs. His favorite color is purple. He debuted as a soloist in 2022. He left Cube Entertainment in October 2023. After that, since leaving Cube, he set up his own agency called Naked, which was officially revealed in December, just gone. And he released his first single under his own agency called Fashion Style. So he started his own damn agency. He was like, I ain't signing with anyone else. And then Wusok is the maknae. He won the special prize at a violin competition. He got great popularity during the Cube auditions among female viewers because of his bright personality. He likes anime, spicy food, but dislikes cucumbers. He gets angry when he's taken for granted. He has a nice singing voice. I mean, you would hope so, since he's in a K-pop group. That's what I mean, right? Some of these facts just, they're not it. It's like, did you run out of things to write? What's up with that? Because surely this is just opinion. That's not a fact about him. That's just opinion. When asked who he wants to trade bodies with, he said Kino because he says he dances better than him. He is one of the people that left Cube Entertainment, but is still a Pentagon member. And then they have a former member called Dawn. Oh. Well, some stuff obviously happened here. I don't know. I don't really like to get into stuff like that, as you know. But that's their former member. And then we have our group of, there's a lot of people. How many people is that? 9? I won't lie, I'm a little bit thrown because this is one of the first times we've had a group like this where, like, who the fuck knows what's happening with them, right? Like, it really is like they're in limbo. Like, they're all signing with different companies, but they're all saying that they're gonna remain a member of Pentagon, but I'm not really sure how that's going to work and what Cube's position is about all of that. I don't know if they've had any kind of statement released about what's going to happen to Pentagon, or if people are waiting. I don't know, right? And I don't normally like to get into groups that are not going to continue, right? There was a group that I was asked to look into, and I actually refused because they were formed on a show. So most contracts for K-pop groups, right, they're like 7 years or something like that. But this particular show, the people that became a group because of it, I don't remember the group or the show, but I think their contract is like 2 years. It was ridiculously short, and they're basically going to debut, and then in 2 years they're going to disband, and that's the idea of that group. And I refused to look into them because if you think like 2 years is not a huge amount of time for a K-pop group, you have a comeback every, I mean, if you don't sleep, then every 3 months, but most of them are every 6 months. In 2 years, you're going to have 4 comebacks, maybe 6. And there's a fair amount of music for sure, especially if you try to do full albums, not mini albums. But it's not a lot of time. And a lot of these K-pop groups, part of what draws you into them is the way that they bond and the kind of dynamics that they have within the groups. And you see them on these variety shows and you see them get close to each other, right? And it feels like at 2 years, they're just going to be getting to that point where they are close and they have peaked and they've found their style. And then they're going to disband. So I don't remember the group, but I was like, yeah, I don't think I want to look into them because I'm gonna get obsessed with their music and them, and then they're just gonna be gone. So I tend to steer clear of groups that don't have at least kind of, several more years going for them. Or the other aspect is they've been running for years, and I've got a lot of kind of discography to catch up on. So I don't know, it's a little bit weird getting into a group like this and checking them out without knowing if they're gonna be continuing. Now, the person who made the recommendation says that most of Pentagon have expressed a desire to continue working together. That doesn't mean they're going to be able to. It really does depend on kind of copyright and who owns what names and songs and stuff like that. So we'll have to see. But I've already spent like half an hour looking into them, so I will listen to some of their songs, and then you guys can tell me in the comments anything you know about what the current status is with them, what's happening. I'm actually going to start with the one that I wanted to check out because I'll forget otherwise. I heard 10 seconds of this song on... Damn! Okay. I heard 10 seconds of this song on TikTok and it sounded good. So I wanted to check it out. This is called Feelin Like. It was released 2 years ago. I don't want you to know. 듣기 싫은 걸 너를 올렸던 손 끝이 자꾸 미끄러져. 어딜 바라보는지 궁금해. Yeah. I want you 놓치지 마. And I know ya 원하잖아. Yeah. 닿는 순간 내 touch 날개를 펼쳐. 온몸에 느껴지는 온기를 나눠 beyond a kiss. You got me feeling like. This was the part that was on TikTok. You got me feeling like. You got a deep voice. 느껴버렸다 살며시 허리 춤 부여잡아 I want you 위태로워 And I know ya 원하잖아 Yeah 닿는 순간 내 touch 다급해진 숨결 이제 숨길 수 없어 내가 이끄는 대로 움직여 You got me feeling like You got it It's catchy Nice muscles, man. muscles like that, I'd have my arms showing too. God damn. Couple of real bass boosted people in this group.
You got me feeling like
That's a good start for sure. I like that song. I did wonder if I would when I just heard like a snippet of the chorus. This man, Blondie with the arm muscles, Lord of mercy. Like, goddamn. A couple of bass boosted people in this group. Oh, this choreography, by the way. Damn, it was like 2 seconds and I was living for it. That was so cool. Not only, you know, I love that kind of choreography where they like play off of each other, right? And they have that kind of a domino effect on each other. That cause and effect kind of choreography, I live for it. It's one of the reasons why I love 80s choreography so much. If you think about like Deja Vu and just all of that, love it. So it's got that, the kind of interacting with each other, the way he lifts him up and then he drops, but the way that he kind of, the guy on the left, he goes up and drops with like the breathing sound is so satisfying. So satisfying. And it makes the guy on the right really kind of have daddy vibes or something. I don't know. Really cool. Very, very cool choreography. In general, good song. Good choreography. Good music video. So strong start. What else are we working with? Top recommendations in release order. Shine. This was the song that really put them on everyone's radar. It went viral, and 5 years later, it's considered a K-pop classic. It could have been a basic upbeat bop, but it was crafted and delivered so well that everyone just tuned in and decided this was the pop song to end all pop songs. Usually described as refreshing, which is a genre I haven't really encountered until I got into K-pop. Okay, so this is a song that they did that went viral. That doesn't mean anything, because I'm new to K-pop.
나는 뭐랄까 아주 오래전부터 너를 좋아했었다고 늘 지금 말한다면 뭐가 달라질까요 달라질 게 없는
Ooh, those voices went together very nicely.
신이 곱게 빚은 한 송이의 flower 사라지지 마 달라지지 마 내가 너를 좋아해도
It's got their names at the beginning. Holy shit. I'm actually gonna know the people I like. Oh, you have a nice voice.
나는 뭐랄까 아직도 많이 좋아할 것 같아 왜 대체 말을 못할까 기죽은 어린애 같다 다른 사람 만나지만 내 가슴 무너지게 그러지 마요 빈틈없는 그대에게 난 무리일까요 텅 빈 맘은 공터인데 머릿속은 터지네 맘 언제 이렇게 돼버렸나요 내가 너를 좋아해도 nobody knows 다른 여자를 봐도 nobody's like you 용기가 없어서 I'm sorry 더 맘껏 비웠어 그래 나는 널 사랑하는
He fit in a locker? Oh, I bet he's the one from the TikTok.
네가 나의 주복이 돼 보고만 있어도 힘이 나네 이 하늘에 빛이 나네 내 맘이 너에게 닿기를 바래 말하지 않아도 no 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 언제나 내 맘은 no 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 아름다운 그대와 걸어가고 싶어 Everybody knows 한 가지 말할 게 있어 Listen to my heart 난 네 앞에 서면 떨려 그래 love you love you love you like you like you like you 너를 사랑해
Damn, man.
널 사랑하는 기질이 그래 나는 머저리 난 너한테는 거머리 깜짝이 이 세상 너 하나면 돼 Everybody say 나 너와 나 My baby 눈을 감아 뭐 할까 구분할까 버렸어 이제야 난 내 사랑 앞에서 늘 빛나리
Can we normalize putting people's names in the subtitles like this? Can we normalize it, please? It's gonna be so helpful for me. Every time I heard someone's voice that I liked, I was like looking to see who it was. It's so helpful for people who are new to groups. I don't know who did these lyrics, but thank you so much. I'm in love with the way that they did that. The little tiny person in the locker. This. Hey, you just see him crouching in there? He's so tiny. And the TikTok that I found the Feelin Like clip from was for short K-pop idols, and it was a member of Pentagon, so I bet that's him. Extra small. As you can tell here, right? He's a little bit small. From what I can tell, I mean, they've all got good voices, but from what I can tell, the two favorites in this video, at least for me, that name, this person, V, and the name that ends in K, not that name that ends in K, the other name, there's another one. This person, Hongsuk, really like his voice too. Yeah, his voice is really nice. Yeah, that line, I'm in love with it. The vocal control for that was really nice. So those two definitely, in terms of vocals, stood out to me. Dawn as well, or Idawn, has a really interesting voice, really unique kind of voice. I really like it. So anytime he was on screen as well, he was standing out to me. The whole vibe of this music video and this song kind of reminded me of Awkward Silence by Stray Kids. It is that kind of like, it's not like upbeat like classic pop, but it is slightly different, but there is something quite fun about it and quite interesting, and it is, you know, quite different from a lot of songs that I think you would hear, and that's really what it reminded me of, both with the style and also just the dancing and the singing. It kind of gave me Awkward Silence vibes, and I mean that in a good way because I love that song. Naughty Boy is a hidden gem from general K-pop fans, but it's a fan favorite for its clever writing and personality. A very fun and light song about a contrarian little frog. What? Like a hop frog? At least 5 years ago. Got their names again. I love that so much. Nice voice combo again. What is going on?
날도 7.8기 도시란 스팜이래도 너 앞이 왜 이래 청바지에 청자켓 걸친 개구리 개구리 노래를 한다 대굴 굴러가 박힌 돌변다 살다 보면 착한 놈 많이 있지만 결국 그런 놈들 다 변하더라 청개구
I really like it when they have two people that pair up in the vocals like that. They just did it twice with two different pairs.
누리게 사랑하지 우린 하나같이 노래를 해 네 앞엔 언제나 keeping it low 네가 원하는 건 뭐든 되고 싶어 그냥 내 곁에만 늘 있어줘
Deep voice.
청개구리
Cute. If I was walking down the street in the middle of the night trying to go home and they were approaching me like that, jumping up and down like frogs, shouting and singing, I would think I was going to die. That would be like so weirdly intimidating. Oh, the thumbnail right here too. That was so weird and it was so great. It was really fun, very light-hearted, very peculiar. I don't really know don't really know what else to say really. Very, very odd. They definitely do this thing. It happened at least 3 times in this song where they pair 2 vocalists together, and there's just something about the way that the voices combine that I really like. Like, I really like it. So you would get it quite early on. Get it here. Year 1 and Hanso, right here. Shin 1 and Hanso. 3 and Shin 1. So it's like 3 different combinations. I just really like it. They tend to pair someone who's got a slightly lower register with a slightly higher register, and it just sounds really nice together. And it's interesting because in these groups you do hear like people singing separately, and then you hear the whole group singing, usually in the chorus. But it is usually a bit more uncommon to have like a group like this, a bigger group, and you just have 2 people singing at the same time. But I really like that. Shalala is a good EDM track. It's a hype song. It's the kind of song that injects you with energy and can make anyone get up and dance. Released 4 years ago. I really like that it's got the names in the subtitles. I don't know if it had it for Feelin Like, but for these last 2 they have. Is he okay? Does he need a hug? Some bright coloured hair. We don't have the names this time. Pixelated fire.
Yeah, 나도 모르겠다. 전생의 모든 배짱이 놀듯 소처럼 살다 가겠다. 착하게 살아라. 이놈아, 놀고 싶고 어디 가겠냐. 행복하자. 엄마, 누나, 강변 살자. 우생수는 지금이야 right now. 당장 팀장에서 떠나는 알아라. 눈치 고치 고치 보지 않지 운치 있지 마치.
Weird music video. Wow, you're pretty. Mr. Pink Hair, he's a whole vibe, no? So is Mr. Red Hair, to be fair. He's sassy. Hell yeah. Very, very catchy, very high energy. Mr. Pink Hair, kinda love him. Right here. Mr. Red Hair, kinda also love him. It's definitely a very high energy song. I like it a lot. There's one for the playlist for sure. Yeah, look how sassy he looks in the bottom right. Look at all this sass going on. It's funny because they're all dancing here in a group. I ain't looking at them. I'm looking like down in the corner at him. Okay, we have Daisy. The person has said, emo indie rock Pentagon is back at it. This song was their first music show win 4 years into their career. There is so much feeling in the song and it's pretty universally beloved. That's gonna suck if I don't like it then. That's a lot of pressure. It's a little darker and grittier than the other recommendations, but it's also quite delicate and pretty and showcases their well-roundedness. I'll give it a go. It's a lot of pressure knowing that it's like one of their most loved songs by the entire fandom. 3 years old, called Daisy. Let's go. Oh yeah, this is a vibe shift. Nice voice, man.
못한 말들이 쏟아왔네요. 맨정신은 아니야 기억이 가물가물해. 내 맘은 왜 자꾸 머뭇머뭇해. 오직 너의 눈빛 파래진 붉은 빛.
You have a nice voice. Feeling. I don't know why I tried to talk while I was taking a drink. I liked it way more than I thought I would, actually. It's very reminiscent of the kind of music I used to listen to when I was younger. In certain places, kind of gave me vibes of like Extraordinary Heroes, The Rose, you know, those kind of groups. There's a lot of very pretty vocals in this. Someone's got a really fucking nice voice that I really, really love. And it made me smile about halfway through because, like, the vibes are so different from person to person. You've got someone, like, in the rain, like, outside, and it's giving, like, proper Bullet for My Valentine vibes, right? And then you've got, like, someone who's, like, chilling, half naked, on like a table of food, and then you've got like someone surrounded by candles. You got someone in like, yeah, the pink and orange vibes. This is the person whose voice I really liked, by the way. Really, really nice vocals right here. Bullet for My Valentine. This really like his voice, and again, it's like the vibe shift, right? Like the orange and pink compared to like Mr. Bullet for My Valentine right here. I don't know, there's like so many different vibes going on. Oh yeah, and this person in the black and white, like only in black and white, and then he gets like lifted up. I noticed, by the way, I noticed this last music video for Shalala, but I actually forgot to mention it, and then I remembered it again in this. I noticed I have like a weird tell when so quite often, if I'm enjoying music, I'm like swaying back and forth to it, right? I can't help it. I just really like to do that. But I noticed that I stop swaying when one of two things happens. Well, one of three things really. Either I'm really confused by something that I'm seeing, I'm really unsettled by something I'm seeing, like if there's something really creepy in a music video, or I'm intimidated, then that will make me like stop swaying. Or if I see someone like so pretty, or like their vocals are really pretty, like if I'm blown away by someone's vocals or their visuals, and I'm just like, damn, I'll just stop moving. And I noticed it in this when the guy was being lifted up, this guy in black and white, he like starts to, right here, he like starts to get lifted up, and I wasn't expecting it, and I just stopped moving because I was like, what is going on? Confused. So that's like something that I've noticed, and I definitely, it's consistent. If you go watch any of my other K-pop videos, I guarantee that I like stop moving if I see someone gorgeous or someone with a really nice voice, or if I am confused or distressed. Any of those will make me just like stop. It is a really nice song for sure. It's a little bit slow for me, for what I normally listen to. Definitely reminiscent of music I listened to when I was younger. Very kind of emotional, kind of in your feels kind of music, but very, very pretty. And the choreography, especially towards the end, right here, when they're all dressed all in white, is really nice. All those quick transitions, and then they do the spin. I really like it. Okay, we have one more for the top recommendations, and then the ones under the line I'm probably gonna leave. And then there's two that were recommended by other people that I don't know if we'll have time for all of them, but I want to try and check out at least one of those. So this one is called Do or Not. K-pop, but make it Glee Club. That does not sell it to me. I'm sorry, I can't stand Glee Club. That's all that needs to be said. Well, the consistent pop rock influences is probably why Pentagon is very popular in Japan, and also why I love them. That's all you've said about it, which now makes me nervous. Oh yeah, I don't know about this. We'll see. 2 years ago. This is called Do or Not.
Do or not. 상관없어 no matter what you say 말 좀 해봐 좀 do or not 며칠째 또 똑같아 너의 말을 곱씹어 난 늘 그렇게 다물고 I don't care about you 밀어내지 또 calling And you look like the rolling 이랬다 저랬다 근데 난 정했다가 아무것도 모르는 날 보면 난 그냥 점점 무뎌져가 점점 모두 all night 네 맘대로 화새겨 좋다고 하든가 아니면 말든가 지금 정해도 all night
The way the rest of them are all dancing with each other. That's cheating.
무뎌져가 점점 어두워 난네 맘대로 화새겨 좋다고 하든가 아니면 말든가 딱 지금 정해도 all night 나랑 살든가 아니면 말든가 네 맘대로 해도 all night You say 좋다고 하든가 나랑 살든가 딱 지금 정해도 all night 떠나라고 잘 살아보자고 있는 힘껏 널 지워보려고 가볍게 지워 가볍게 미워해 좋다고 하든가 아니면 말든가 딱 지금 정해도 all night 나랑 살든가 아니면 말든가 네 맘대로 해도 all night
They all look depressed as fuck when they're on their own. And then they all dance and they're all happy. Where did the girl go?
So what, I don't care, yeah. So what? So what, I don't care, yeah.
I don't know where the girl went. I might not have been paying attention at a crucial moment. But if I got distracted, it's their fault. That was quite a cute, wholesome music video. They all they started off trying to woo this girl, right? And I was sitting there thinking, like, lady, are they harassing you? Like, you just let me know, I'll get you out of there pronto, right? And then you could tell, like, when oh, I mean, this was all quite cute, the way they're dancing with each other. And then you could see she's surrounded by all of them, and it's like she's trying to, like, consider which one she's gonna pick, right? She's, like, looking around like, And you see them all, like, try to be quite charming. And I was sitting there thinking, it's gotta be Mr. Pink Hair, right? Like this. If I was gonna pick Cutie. And then you got the guy with the striped shirt right here, who's just like miserable and doesn't really seem to make much of an effort. And normally, like, if we were talking about who you're interested in and what attracts you to a person, people like this, like that kind of cold on the outside but mushy when you get to know them people, I don't tend to go for that. It's that kind of playing hard to get almost. I'm not a big fan of that. So I was originally like, yeah, that's fine. You just sit there with like all your tea. And then he has this moment where he gives her some of his tea. right here. And don't get me wrong, he's still got like that frosty exterior, right? Like he's looking away, like he's not interested. But he's sharing his tea with her. He loves his tea. He had all that tea right here, all to himself, but he's sharing it with her. Like, that was kind of sweet. Yeah, the guy doing the magic trick. Oh, they were all kind of cute and wholesome, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly though, Mr. Pink Hair won my heart. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention and the girl disappeared at some point, but she ain't there at the end, and they all look miserable, like they've all been rejected, right? But then you get this really cute moment where they're all sitting there kind of moping. You got this guy like sitting with his legs over this person, and he's getting like he's got his face like resting against his knee at one point, and then he hugs the person sitting on the couch right here. He like hugs his leg. It's so cute. It's so cute. I don't know, very kind of wholesome. And the song is quite catchy as well. So I vibed with it. It was very sweet. I was invested, I'm not gonna lie. So it looks like the ones under the line are just like trying to give me a variety of what they can do. Everything from like some of their darkest tracks to kind of mid-tempo EDM tracks to more bright and playful songs. So it's trying to give me like more of an idea of their range. But all of the recommendations that I've looked at so far have been from that one person. So what I'm going to do is there were 2 other people that recommended songs, and they recommended one each. So I want to watch at least one of them so I can say I kind of didn't just stick to one person's recommendations. So one is called Can You Feel It? Difficult to tell what the vibe will be. 7 years ago. The other one is called Made in Heaven. This one looks like a B-side, so it doesn't have a music video, and if I pick a performance video, it's most likely going to get blocked. So I could check out a lyric video, and let's listen to these 2, and then they'll be our last 2 for now. So let's start with Can You Feel It, because this one has a music video. And there's no information given with this at all. It's got like a pentagon shape. That's cool. That gave me 80s vibes, no? You know, in the Answer music video where they sit opposite themselves? It's a little bit harder hitting. Interesting. That was cool. These guys are very versatile. Can we go back to the table for a minute? That's badass. Got some good choreography, this song.
않아도 이 느낌은 알아도 내게 빠진 여자들은 이 세상에 많았어 Oh 너도 그래 아마도 나를 보내 새벽에 우리는 신호에 따랐어 널 보면 좋은 예감이 오지 마구 떠올라 영감이 락해도 돼 너도 분명 나와 같은 느낌 왔니 시답잖은 시침이 떼지 말고
순간 지나가는 호기심에 속진 않아
Nice voice.
너란 세상 속에 You're feeling with me, you're feeling with me 감이 왔니 감이 왔다면 움직여 빨리
날 헤엄치고 싶은가
감이 오지
Get it feeling
You make me crazy
You make me crazy
좀 감이 오지 손이 땀이 나네 입이 말라가네 빨리 말해줄래
Talk to me, talk to me
좀 감이 오지
Just 1 second. Get the. Okay, yeah, this was what I wanted to see again because I realized, like, at this clip, like halfway through the music video, that the side of themselves that's dressed all in white is sitting there drinking tea, like all civilized, and then them on the left, they're like holding their fucking knives. It's not just the fact that they've got like the plates and the cutlery, it's the fact that they're like holding the knives in like such a threatening way as well. It's really interesting to see that because you've already got the juxtaposition of like them being dressed in slightly more chaotic, darker, but bright colored outfits. They all look quite fierce and quite badass, right? And then you've got them looking like quite pristine and almost innocent looking, but kind of very serious as well. Like they're almost, it's that kind of goody two shoes, uphold the law kind of vibe, right? So it's interesting you've already got that kind of contrast, but then you've got the added thing of like them sipping tea and these guys like holding knives. And I saw that and I was like, wait, can we go back? I want to double check that. And then we didn't see it for ages. It's really interesting. It's a good song. I like it. And I like the choreography. There's a lot of choreography in this I really like. And in general, just like transitions that look really cool. All right, let's finish up with the other person's recommendation, which is which is Made in Heaven. Don't know when it came out. The lyric video is obviously not official, but it came out 5 months ago. I like these pictures. They're quite bright and colourful. So let's go into it. Let's get that first note again, shall we? I've got 8 members here. I don't know if one of them is in military service, but I've noticed a couple of the songs, there's only been 8 of them. Okay, it's giving anime intro vibes right now.
It's just for you, kimi ni sasageru ai more ni itaita kimi to deatta shunkan chikatta nda kore kara mo zutto I'm in love subete o ataerarerakutte mo
This is a nice voice. Catchy. Just realised this is Japanese.
Let me think about it 二人の未来ずっと変わらなければいいな青い空見渡すほらはにかんだ顔はまるで虹のよう君がどこにいたってこの翼でそばに生きてよ伸ばす Hey, hey, why don't you follow me? Hey, hey, oh I need I'm in love そのまま僕のこと待ってて Yeah そう信じていて Love is made in heaven, oh, made in heaven この痛みさえ愛しい最 Love is made in heaven, oh made in heaven この痛みさえ愛しい最後には君のとこ戻り伝える Love Made in heaven, oh made in heaven 完璧じゃなくてもいいよ Oh 君がいいんだ僕ら運命で引き寄せ合ってる Love's made in heaven
Nice, it's so catchy. Really kind of fast paced and upbeat. Definitely, I think I had 3 vocals in this that I really liked. This person is one of them, Kino, and then the other 2 were these 2, Hui and Hongsuk. Those 3 I really liked anytime they were singing for sure, but they've all got really good voices. It definitely does seem to show their versatility. We've heard all kinds of music from this group. It's really difficult to kind of place a vibe for them for sure. But all in all, I've really enjoyed their music tonight. All of the different styles that we've seen, I think they do them really well. So that is it for Pentagon for now. I may revisit them again in the future. Do let me know what you think in the comments down below. What songs are your favourites? If you know any of the people that I've been picking out. I mean, obviously some of them we've seen their names. So for vocals and things, I've been able to pick them out. But there's been some of the music videos where I've not had names and I've just been like, that one dude with pink hair. So if you know who it is, do let me know. Always helpful if you can timestamp and I can just kind of click on the timestamp and be like, yep, that's that person. So thank you for the people that do that. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I can always revisit them in the future. If you have any information about what's going on with them, and what their plan is, if if there's any kind of concrete future set for them, do let me know. I would be interested to kind of know more about what their plans are. I know that they do have currently at least one person in the military, that it said that they had signed up like 2 months ago or something, so they're probably not going to have that member with them for a while. But that is it for now, and I may come back to them in the future. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye!